You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Well, guys, we're going to be talking about primetime Deion Sanders here in this video, the head coach of the University of Colorado Buffaloes. Now, there was some backlash when he actually decided to leave Jackson State University and take up the job at Colorado. Why? It's because Jackson State was an HBCU. The mob thought that Deion Sanders should stay there forever. Because Deion is a black man, they didn't want him to actually go out there and make his own decisions about his career. And now he's at Colorado and he's making headlines again. Deion Sanders is going over there to try to clean up the mess at Colorado. He has a major task at hand to get that done. This team, if I'm not mistaken, they won one game last year. One game. And Deion Sanders at Jackson State, he proved that he can actually change and turn a program around. And he did that. Also, he got the #1 recruit to go to Jackson State when he was there. And I believe that student athlete actually transferred over to Colorado to be with Deion Sanders. Well, Deion Sanders made some comments about what he's actually looking for in a quarterback and the other players on the team. And I heard what he said, and I 100% agree with Deion Sanders, especially when it comes to the quarterback position. Now, the quarterback is usually going to be the leader of the team. It ain't just about talent. There's many guys that's made the NFL that had talent, but yet and still, they could not play. They could not succeed. Well, Deion Sanders has ruffled the feathers of one particular person over there at ESPN, Marcus Spears. Look here on Fox News. ESPN analyst takes offense to Deion Sanders' recruiting tactics. This shit ain't funny. And that's what Marcus Spears actually said there. But let's go ahead and get into this, and we're going to watch the clip of what Deion Sanders actually did have to say. Deion Sanders has some unorthodox recruiting methods. The new University of Colorado head coach said a couple of weeks ago he recruits quarterbacks with a high GPA who are from dual parent homes and looks for single mama households for defensive linemen he tries to lure. Now, when it comes to the quarterback position, quarterbacks are usually known to be, it's the hardest position to play in all of team sports because you have to make very good decisions to actually win games. Let's be honest, guys. In the NFL, for the most part, it is the difference between winning a Super Bowl and not. It is just that clear. It's just that simple. Every now and then you have some kind of an outlier that actually wins a championship. Now, Deion Sanders definitely knows what it takes to win a championship. He was a 2-time Super Bowl champion, back-to-back seasons. One of the greatest defensive players of all time in the NFL. It goes on. It may or may not have been a joke, but an ESPN pundit didn't take it lightly. I don't believe he was joking. I do not believe he was joking, especially when it comes to the quarterback position. Marcus Spears, who played 9 NFL seasons, isn't a fan of Sanders' ideas. This is what he actually tweeted out, replying to what Deion said. He said, "This shit ain't funny." Let's go ahead and listen to what Deion Sanders actually had to say. Let's play it.
Quarterbacks are different.
Yeah.
We want mother, father, dual parent.
Mm-hmm.
We want that kid to be 3, 5 and up because he's got to be smart.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad decisions off the field at all because he has to be a leader of men. It's so many different attributes in what we look for. Physical, offensive lineman. Defensive lineman is totally opposite.
What do you mean?
Single mama. Trying to get it. He's on free lunch. I'm talking about just trying to make it. He's trying to rescue mama. Like mama barely made the flight. Quarterbacks are different.
Yeah.
Okay. So there you have it, guys. So he may have actually been joking about the defensive lineman. I'm not really sure. But if you actually look at his facial expressions when talking about the quarterback, he was dead serious. He wants a student athlete with a high GPA. He said, if I'm not mistaken, 3.5 with both parents in the household. Why? Because the stats have said that if you are raised by both of your parents, you more than likely are not going to get in trouble. When it comes to crime out there on the streets, the vast majority of people committing crimes out there are from single parent households, if that. That's even if they do have a parent. Now, we know that the left, they definitely don't like mother and father in the household. And when it actually comes to black people, unfortunately, only 25% of black people grew up in a dual parent household. Dual parents. I'm not talking about grandparents. I'm talking about mother and father. 25%. That is a major, major problem here in this country that we definitely need to address. We definitely need that. Because even Barack Obama said this, that a young black man not raised by mom and daddy, more than likely to be locked up. Why? Because I do believe, folks, that young boys out there, if they're living with their mother, let's be clear, a mother cannot replace a male figure. They can't. They just can't. They try their best. I'm not saying that the young boy doesn't love his mother. He does. But a mother cannot replace a father. There are certain things about being a man that a young boy needs to actually look up to. He's going to need that male role model to actually guide him. Mothers, you guys are amazing. You guys are definitely amazing. But there are certain things that you can't relate to when it comes to boys. And boys need men in their lives. There needs to be a balance. They need the mother, they need the father. And that way, they're actually probably going to make very good decisions in life. How many people out there do you know that have both parents in their lives and they're getting into a whole bunch of trouble? Probably not too many. Not saying it doesn't happen. Not saying that. But if you look at some of the greatest QBs of all time, they more than likely had both of their parents. Tom Brady, the GOAT, grew up with a mother and father in the household. I don't know about his academics. I mean, he went to school back in the 90s, okay? Peyton Manning, both of his parents in the household. That to me is two of the top 5 QBs of all time. And Deion Sanders, you know, he's not dumb. He won a Super Bowl with Troy Aikman and Steve Young. He knows what it takes to win. He just does. But Marcus Spears didn't like that. Maybe Marcus Spears actually likes having young black men without their mother and father in the household. I don't like it. I do not like it. I know so many people that didn't have their mother and father in the same household, and I'm one of them. I know exactly where Deion Sanders is actually coming from. I know exactly where he's coming from because I lived it. I turned out okay, but there's no doubt about it. I could have been much, much better, much, much better human being if there was mother and father together. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and white sports fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.